At the Texas State Capitol today, a House committee listening to public testimony on the so-called Save Women's Sports Act.
Now, the bill would require college athletes to compete on teams that align with the biological sex listed on their birth certificates at birth.
KVUE's Natalie Haddad covering the hearing and joins us live now from the state capitol with more. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Ashley. The upper chamber passed Senate Bill 15 along party lines back in March. Under this proposal, transgender women would have to play on men's collegiate teams and transgender men would have to play on women's collegiate teams. Now, the House Committee on Higher Education is hearing testimony on that bill. Started this morning and will continue after the House adjourns for the day. Spring Republican Representative Valerie Swanson is carrying the bill in the House. Now, this bill expands the 2021 law that bans K through 12 public school students from playing on sports teams that align with their gender identity. SB 15 would also prevent transgender athletes outside of Texas from participating in competitions that are hosted in the state. It's worth noting the bill does allow female athletes to participate on men's sports teams if a school does not have a women's team for the same sport. Now, during today's hearing, the mother of a transgender woman argued that SB 15 discriminates against trans students and further stigmatizes them. And then later, athletes told reporters there's a need to keep sports fair.
You keep trying to paint transgender people as a danger, so whatever discrimination or indignity or legislative violence you commit against them just appears like you are defending yourself against a threat. But transgender people are not the threat.
We need to just make sure that we stay focused on the science. We need people to understand that this is not something that is supposed to be taken personal. It is something that is a value that we hold dear to sport. And for the female category to continue to exist, we must make sure that male bodies cannot participate.
Now, open transgender collegiate athletes, not just in Texas, but in the United States, are rare, according to the publication Outsports, which focuses on LGBTQ+ issues in sports. Only 34 transgender athletes have competed openly in college sports nationwide. Now, closer to home, leaders with the University of Texas and Texas State University say, to their knowledge, they have not had a transgender athlete compete. Now, if the bill makes it to the House floor, political observers say that it is likely to pass. This piece of legislation is a priority for Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and Governor Greg Abbott has also said he vows to sign this into law should this bill pass both chambers. I'll send it back to you, Brian and Ashley.